So it's been a while since we've thrown anything on the main channel.
I know.
I don't know about how long.
300 subscribers.
So we thought
there's 300 people who think that we're worthwhile.
So we thought we might as well get something out, just throw our opinions out on there. And there's plenty to talk about. There's this whole Article 13 bullshit, which we're not going to talk about until we know more about it, because we're both politically numb. There's the Blizzard event, which I think can, like, while it's like the mobile Diablo and everything about it is just a shambles, it can very quickly be summed up with, what the fuck are you doing, Blizzard? Stop it. But there is something else that touches Baz's heart a bit more, and I feel a bit more invested in, and I guess it's old news at this point. Might as well talk about it, though. Pardon me. Cut it, reverse. Might as well talk about it at this point. It's Tabata leaving Square.
Our boy.
The man who made all three of my favorite Final Fantasy games, which would be Type 0, Crisis Core, and 15.
Hell yeah.
So, you have anything to say about that? You've got the most opinions.
Well, going into 15, like 3 of the 4 DLCs being cancelled, blah, blah, blah. I honestly, the only one I'm missing is episode Luna Freya.
Yeah, because that was the whole idea. Was I don't know to how much extent this is true, to what extent this is true rather, but apparently like a good chunk of Luna Freya's character was cut out to appease people who would complain about this sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like,
because she got straight up abused as a child by Calico. That was the idea.
Yeah, and apparently like that was the reason behind it being like shut down and being like, no, we can't do this much Luna Freya. And she was an integral character.
Exactly. Yeah, and it felt well, spoiler alert, play this 2-year-old game,
which is fucking fantastic though.
Awesome.
So.
Her death didn't feel earned. It didn't feel.
It did just kind of happen. It felt like it didn't feel like a character death. It felt like an event that happened to Noctis that he just now has to deal with.
Episode Noctis, I don't know why it was a thing.
It would have been cool to do more stuff with Noctis, regardless. I mean, like, even if you can say, like, oh, who wanted... I think it was it episode Aranea was there as well?
Yeah.
Those were the 4. Was episode Noctis, episode Luna Freya, episode Aranea, and then episode Arden.
Which we are keeping.
Which is definitely, like, out of those 4, the one that I think needed to happen most is Arden.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck, really? Stop. Where were we? Episode Arden.
Yeah.
The one that needed to happen.
Yeah, episode Arden definitely needed to happen the most because Arden's such a great fucking character, and he needed. Well, his character is just. What's the word? His character is explored more so in like lore bits that are hidden away. It'd be cool to have that brought to the forefront. Luna Freya definitely was like just very barely was edged out by Arden. She really needed something. And even if you think like, oh, Noctis and Aranea didn't need something, Aranea like would have been such a fun DLC. Aranea is one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters, flat out.
Hell yeah. But like I don't know, I'm happy with Tabata leaving. To be fair, I think he needs to branch out. He's making his own production company.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is this because? As much as I think Square did a great job with 15, they did have some like trip-ups, and also Square, if I think you can look at their recent history, Square haven't been doing too well.
No.
They've been making stupid mistake after stupid mistake, including not putting sound in Kingdom Hearts 3's trailer.
All of them! Even the ones that came out after E3 still had weird audio glitches.
Roll the clip, Gary.
Oh.
The chest! Hand it over! Care to surrender?
So yeah, Square isn't doing a great job.
Yeah, and especially after like Shadow of the Tomb Raider didn't do very well.
Did it not?
No.
Okay. Well, I didn't buy it, so...
Yeah, I mean, I would have. I bought Rise of the Tomb Raider, that's good.
I've been looking forward to the Tomb Raider games, but anyway, regardless, I'm wondering now if this is the case with Tabata leaving Square, is this going to be a situation of... Or rather, a repeat to a lesser extent of the Kojima situation?
I don't know whether that's whether that will be the case, because the business division that Tabata left, Business Division 2, is also becoming its own production company known as Luminous Productions.
Okay.
Which is being headed by Square Enix, so it's still a Square Enix production. It's still a business division, but they are working on fully fledged action AAA titles.
All right.
Which will be
Tabata,
cool.
Is that Tabata left that though? He's not.
Tabata left that. He's making his own thing.
He's doing his own thing.
But a lot of people
and Tabata's division is just its own thing coordinated by Square.
Yeah.
Like they've got their hands on the puppet strings.
Yeah, but the people that are in that business division have worked on 15.
Yeah. So I'm wondering now,
So I think both places are trusted. I trust both sides.
From my experience of these sorts of things, I feel like people, when they break away from these situations, tend to create good stuff. And even if it's the case of just like, oh, this isn't... you don't have to make... What's Kojima's game again? I already forgotten the name of it because I'm just so confused about its entire being.
Death Stranding?
Death Stranding.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to make a Death Stranding. I feel like one of my favorite instances was a group of Bioshock devs and a group of Bungie devs just left their companies and they made a game called Flame in the Flood, which was just a small indie game, but it was fucking phenomenal. So I feel like people, when they leave like the confines of the big studios and they just go and make their own shit, it usually turns out to be pretty good because they've got the knowledge of how to do it, but now they've got the freedom to do what they want, which is definitely what's happening with Kojima and Death Stranding.
That's definitely what seems to be happening with Tabata.
And I hope that's what happens with Tabata because, again, he made 15, which was, regardless of your opinion, I think it was really good. Like, Tabata's good at making characters you can latch onto.
Yeah,
he's very
definitely.
character driven. He's good at doing that. And you need look no further than Final Fantasy 15, and especially Crisis Core.
Especially Type 0.
To a lesser extent, Type 0.
The opening makes me cry.
Yeah. As much as I do love Type 0, from what I've heard, I'm definitely in the minority for Type 0.
Do people not like it?
Apparently people don't like Type 0, but I love it, regardless. So Tabata leaving, I hope, will then lead to better things.
I think it will. I don't think it's bad news.
But the other news on that is, following it up with, I don't know why Square decided now, yeah, let's just stop Final Fantasy 15, let's cut it.
Yeah.
Because according to the numbers, they lost over £25 million.
25 million?
Or...
But that's because, no, I think...
300, just under 4 million yen.
So...
That was from cutting all the DLC.
That was because of cutting it?
Yeah, they lost that much.
Why cut it then?
I don't know. I don't know if it was because they lacked confidence without Tabata, or it was just like, I don't know, like no one's gonna play 15 without Tabata. Cut it.
They must be really confident that whatever they get this new business division to do will succeed.
Well, I hope it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, all you can do is hope that it's good.
Like that indie game is being directed by one dude, Lost Soul Aside, if you've seen that.
No.
Which is like very reminiscent of 15 and Devil May Cry.
Okay, that sounds fucking amazing.
I'll show you a little thing, a little thingy.
Cut to video, Gary.
Is that Bayonetta?
So that actually looked really cool.
It looked neat. And if projects like this should be picked up by people like Luminous Productions now.
Hope so. The one thing I did find out though is that it wasn't a flat out Kojima situation of Tabata being treated shittily, so he left. It was a case of Tabata just wanted to go and do his own thing. Yeah. Which, I mean, at least he left on good terms. Because could you imagine if he left Square being like, oh, Square was so shitty.
Which means that he could come back for other projects if he so wanted to.
Final Fantasy 7. Which isn't going to happen because 7 is it's
a
dead.
pipe dream at this moment.
It's dead. Final Fantasy 7 is dead.
Kojima? No. Kojima. Imagine Kojima makes Final Fantasy 7.
It'd be the best remake ever.
Yeah, it would be. That's all I have to say on this subject, really. I'm disappointed that we lost episode Luna Freya. Don't care about the other two.
I want to have fun.
But I am happy that Tabata left on good terms and is going to make some stuff for himself.
I hope he makes good stuff. I mean, he always makes good stuff.
He has a 100% track record with making good shit. At least to me, at least. That's completely subjective.
It's subjective, but if you disagree, you need to get your head out of your ass.
I will kill your children